Jeff Goodman has some news about another young player here in the Summer League. Jeff.
So you know that big rematch of the NCAA tournament game in which De'Aaron Fox got the best of Lonzo Ball? The rematch was going to be tonight. Not going to happen now. De'Aaron Fox expected to play. Lonzo Ball from the Lakers will sit out, according to my sources and Ramona Shelburne as well. He's got a sore groin. He's going to sit out tonight's game against the Sacramento Kings. So we'll have to wait for those two to go back at it again.
You know, I'd have a sore groin if I had to chase De'Aaron Fox again also. But, you know, Lonzo Ball really was good the other night. And this is what he is. If you're expecting him to score 20 points, forget about it. That's not who he is. What he is a facilitator. He creates an epidemic of passing. He sees the floor. He rebounds his position. He's as good at advanced passing the ball up the floor as any player that I've seen in a long time. Lonzo Ball is going to be a good player in the NBA.
Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers 0-2, and Vince Carter signing his contract with the Sacramento Kings. Kings also 0-2 here in Summer League play, losing last night to the Memphis Grizzlies. They also lost to Phoenix. Meanwhile, Lakers losing to Boston and to the Los Angeles Clippers. Highly anticipated showdown. Big crowd on hand at Thomas and Mack Center. We'll have the play-by-play story for you coming up in a bit on NBA. Sacramento with a very interesting roster, very young, and some guys that have been around a while. Fox sends it and scores it at the Summit. Fox on a crossover. Healed an open three. It's through! Rebound to Jackson. With a step back, rips the boards. Dave York hits the three. Lakers sub for everybody except Nwaba. Fox through the lane. Summer League teammates show up that are not playing to support those who are. And Fox with a knifing move through the lane. A combined 6 of 7 are they from three. Fox takes a heavy blow from Thomas Bryant. You look at De'Aaron Fox and the body.
He really is. So having all these young players get together, strategize, talk, get to know one another, I think it's a great idea by Jaylen Brown.
Sacramento, and the Kings fans chanting, beat LA. Hield crosses over. Caruso with the rejection. Bryant was there as well. Lakers look for the lead. Vanderbilt for three. Down it goes.
Excellent pass, excellent cross-court pass. You know, probably came out a little deflated. However, they bounced back. And as you say, this game has delivered. And we got some good basketball being played here tonight.
Nwaba all over Mason. Caruso with a knockaway. We enter the 2-minute period. Both teams now with a foul to give. Vanderbilt rings the bell.
Excellent screen set by Bryant floor, but he's doing it on the floor in crunch time.
10 in the fourth for Hield. Caruso into the seam to the cup, flips it up and in. Under a minute remaining. Vanderbilt for three. It's in. Holy cow, what shot making tonight.
To get the shot off.
93-92. Lakers the 1-point lead. And Bryant slams.
The screener gets the shot. Bryant set an excellent screen.
Lakers, do you foul here?
I would foul right now.
7 seconds.
He would foul right now.
5 seconds. His three. Air ball. Out of bounds. to the Lakers with 2 seconds remaining. Papagiannis comes in to defend the inbounds play. Kings have a foul to give. Jakar Sampson can't get to Vanderblue, and that'll do it. The Lakers get their first win of Summer League, and the Kings fall to 0-3 in one of the more scintillating performances we've seen here in Las Vegas this year. 95-92, Lakers is your final.
All right, welcome back to Las Vegas. Mike Trudell here with Lonzo Ball. And Lonzo, we understand that the Lakers kind of just being precautious with the groin. How do you feel, and what was your inclination to play tonight if possible?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to play, but, they felt as a staff, it was better for me to sit this one out. So, it's just Summer League, we're being precautious, and, it's just day to day.
Is this something you've been dealing with a little bit, and how has that progressed at this point? How do you think it'll go for the rest of the week?
Yeah, I heard it last week in practice. I had to sit out that week of practice, but first 2 games it was all right, but it got a little tight at the last game. I looked at it, decided, to sit.
Were you hoping to get the third matchup?
Yeah, but it didn't happen. We're gonna play each other in the regular season, so you saw the way they played without him. Speak for yourself. They played extremely well without him. Competitor. He's hurt, and like you said, it's something risky. When I took my ankle, coach took me out and said the same thing. So no one's ducking anybody. They were still gonna play each other, both in the NBA for a reason.
Become the most valuable player in what I think is going to become a great draft crop. He is a difference maker and a transcendental player, if you will. But I'll be the first to admit, after what I saw and read last night, and then I slept on it, this isn't a great look for Lonzo.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you, come along and see it's true. But the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too. I'ma put a ride on ya, kid from California, trying to make it in life in school they never taught ya. Dreams of my own, I've been working from home. I can do it on my own, but sometimes it gets cold like persevering for my team so they can acquire cream. Find out what the words pays off really mean. Breathing life to a dream my peers wouldn't believe, but I'm running out of breath or I forgot how to breathe. It's been colder than ever, nothing like I remember. Like spring is the winter and every day is like December. So bring out your coats, bring out your sweaters. There's no telling when this weather is gonna get better, cause I remember the moments when I was taught as a joke. Now they're giving me handshakes saying it was a joke, but I ain't joking around, I'm trying to give you all hope. You can do it if you want it, man, you drive your own road. Yeah, a notebook full of raps by the end of every class. That's my formula for life, not the formula to math like cause it's cold outside and I don't know why. I'm just living my life, I'm just living my life. Nothing's what it seems, got a pocket full of dreams in a world that'll freeze, so enjoy the warm breeze. I'm just living my life, I'm just living my life.
It was a tough opener for him. He had that great assist to start the game, kind of threw it from the hip for an assist, but the shooting woes, and he internalized it well, I think, pretty well for a rookie.
Paralysis by
Kuzma did not play on Monday. You mentioned the cramping situation he had, but in the previous game that he had played, 5 3-pointers, 31 points.
Larry Drew with a game winner already for the Sixers.
And Thomas off the win, coached by Brett Brown in Australia. At 6'10", a guy who can do a lot of things.
Contested. Alan Sport just did a good job getting out to him. Nice look. Furkan with the fin.
Wouldn't go down. Great feed, and Korkmaz. Yeah, 7 straight finals. 4 for Miami, 3 for Cleveland.
Pretty impressive. Furkan, beautiful pass.
Cavaliers can't finish inside.
Yeah, Larry's been sitting here courtside most nights. I haven't spotted him yet, but I'm sure he's here.
Heavy pace continuing between these two. No time lost. Ball. What a throw to Kuzma for the finish. Time. Matthias Lasor, the number 50 pick from France, in just his second Summer League game. Nice. And the other day, a whole host of deflections, and the Frenchman fires from outside. Poitras rebounds and is able to convert.
Yeah, there's no question about it.
Another down court pass. Zubats dances on with the early lead, and Lonzo Ball back in the lineup, and he's already delivered 4 assists in the early going. He got screened. It's already been, what, 14 years since the 2003 draft, which obviously when you
guys look like they are living up to the billing. Nice pass there by Kuzma.
On a team that was not going anywhere and got some valuable playing time for Luke Walton. Airball, his last attempt, gets that one. Ball spinning and dishing. Won't get the assist, but it's tipped in.
It was good, except Louis won too many of them. So little Louis was not the smiles and everything.
As the Lakers lead this one with 2 minutes to go. How about that inbound, and Thomas
with that great run.
Vander Blue was the G League MVP this year. From the corner,
Magic Johnson and Rob Pelinka, as soon as they saw him down, and actually it looked worse. Thomas Bryant with the finish. Mark Madsen, Miles Simon said, "That's it."
Just can't take a chance. What a great backdoor pass from Bold. Sacramento pull out a win against Milwaukee as Briscoe leaves it for Poitras, able to stay. Had some injuries also at Kentucky, and then never quite lived up to it, but a chance here in Summer League to open some eyes. Austin getting back down by Kuzma. Nice. They got Kuzma this time on Luwawu. Finding Travis Ware. The defense backs off and wide open. Drew finds some space from the wing, and he hits a triple for Philly to get back. Luwawu feeds Austin, twisting. Getting the rebound. Oh, Drew with a nice move to get in the passing lane and stays with it. Second and third opportunity. Austin at the rim for Poitras on the.
Watching the NBA for a whole season, not being able to play, you learn a lot. And it's just a different style of play. So I think coming into
you've been here watching some games. Who's impressed you the most?
Monte and Sixers.
And working out a little bit with LeBron.
All right, hey, not bad at all, Jeff. Thanks a lot. I'm sure he's been impressed with Poitras. When they get to camp, when we get into the now shortened preseason before it opens the season, regular season. The schedule did not get to Philadelphia. I know yours did, and all reports just as Poitras throws down 7 seconds to shoot. Trying to find Zubac, using him as a screen. Now finds him. Korkmaz missing. Lasor is on the floor, as is Luwawu Cabarro. How about the hesitation? From playing against De'Aaron Fox in Sacramento the other day. Here's Lasor, the Frenchman, got stripped. And the Sixers up 4, looking for more behind the back.
I saw PK. Phil Knight was at the hotel last night addressing the NBA. He'd have stayed for the game if he knew that.
Step back 3.
Ready to finish.
Blue penetrating and kicking to Matt Thomas. Outstanding shooter from Iowa to go.
4 for 4.
And 2 for 2 from distance. Isaiah Miles hits the mid. A 4.5 seconds difference on the shot clock and game clock. And now with 8, here comes Ball. Wow, he's going to shoot 4 feet beyond the stripe.
Summer League, but still could use work.
Drew, a little crossover move. 3 seconds to go in the half. Bangs the triple.
Defensive end.
And has some length. Able to gather there and miss the shot, but gets his own miss and lays it in for the first points of the second half. With those 7 assists for Lonzo Ball. Drew finds Poitras wide open. Most of his points.
Excellent job.
Poitras was open, 1 extra pass. They send another extra pass. Timotei now coming to Los Angeles to the Lakers. Contavious Caldwell-Pope as Poitras pass went off the chest of Poitras off the turnover.
Furkan.
Yep, got a beautiful stroke.
A little longer to get off. Furkan's does not. He's got a beautiful release. There we go. And
for Lonzo Ball, who's got 13 points. 10-point game.
Oh, nice look.
Look, everyone's been asked about it. I even asked you about it during the regular season. We were talking
here in Las Vegas.
BJ, you were KD's first NBA head coach in Seattle as
there
Lonzo knocks down another one. We'll get the Cavaliers. Thomas got stripped of the ball. Trimble, nice feed for Blackman, all alone, stuffs it. Summer League team. Jeff Goodman has.
Brooke was a most deserving candidate. He had a historic year. MVP.
3:22 to go here in this third quarter. Ball going deep, got upended, but gets an assist out of it. Here's Austin spinning against Bryant, blocked by Ball. Lonzo spinning pass to York. Found the open man, Caruso. So the Lakers down 9. Here's Ball. Ball against Isaiah Miles. Fall away. Oh, Caruso!
Alex Poitras to spark him.
How about Jonah Bolden knocking?
And it's in his hands.
5 seconds to go in the quarter. Look at this. Coast to coast. The coast with 1.6. Getting on the three-quarter court shot, no good. Brandon Austin hesitated, attacks the rim and scores, and the Lakers are within. The Lakers got as close as 5 points down in the second half, and with Ball converting there, we got a 4-point game. Timeout with 7:02 to go. Here come the Lakers.
I don't know how the scoring works. They may not give him the steal, but he's the one that knocked it loose. Somebody else secured it, but
Ball looking to answer for three, and he does.
Yes, do we know that, excuse me, expression, feeling it.
Dishes, Zubac finishes, 10th assist for Lonzo Ball.
I don't think so.
Ball high off the window is good, a 2-point game. Ball with his best game so far in his summer league with 30.
James Blackman Jr., that's a tough shot right there.
Lonzo Ball trying to carry the Los Angeles Lakers again, 32 points. Kuzma with the answer on the 11th assist from Lonzo Ball.
You cannot.
Bodied and fouled with 43 seconds to go in the game. They're down 2. Ball hanging, scoring. He's tired. He'll go to the line. What a game in Las Vegas for Lonzo Ball. 35 points and a chance to give the Lakers the lead with 21 seconds left.
Strong move when he gets away with that. He's going to have a little trouble with beautiful move. Strong move takes the foul.
Lonzo 36, 11, 8, and 5. What was the most impressive thing in your mind about your performance tonight?
It wasn't about me, it was about the team. We got down big, it took all 5 of us to come back. And, just credit to them. And got to keep on from here.
How much did you respond or listen to the criticism after the first game here when you struggled?
I don't listen to none of it. I take one game at a time. After it's over, I shake it off and get back to what I do. And luckily, we came out and got a win today.
I saw some emotion on your face there on that last and one. What are you thinking when you're going to the hoop finishing there?
It's the playoffs, man. Make winning plays. And that's what I did. And then Zoo hit the 2 big free throws and seal it.
What didn't you do well enough tonight?
Too many turnovers. Got to crack down on that, but I'm happy we won.
Thanks, Lonzo.
Thank you. I want to ask you about the team first. Second half, down 15. What did you guys start to do collectively to get back into it and ultimately win?
Just play better defense. We know we're a lot better in transition than we are in half court. And, stops kind of fuel our offense, and that's what we did.
All right, you showed off the passing skills in those first couple games you played. Where did the scoring start to come from, and how did your confidence build in that front?
We just needed a little bit more today, so I had to carry the load on offense. And but it's still 5 men out there. It's a team game, and credit to them.
Did you make a particular effort to get to the rim to finish in there, or was that what the defense was giving you?
A little bit of both. My shot's obviously not going in, so it helps a lot. I'm not going to just go to the basket, get some easy ones, and that's all I did tonight.
What were you looking for defensively, individually? You had 4 steals, a couple blocks, and kind of playing off the ball some?
Off the ball, I can rebound more. So, I'm bigger than a lot of guards, so that can make me play on the wing. And when I'm on the wing, I'm already down there to get the boards and start this transition. So, I can play both sides, but, it's kind of easier when I get to stay down there.
Does this feel good for you? Were you looking for this kind of performance, or did you feel like it was all natural within the flow?
I just stay in the flow, man. Stay the course, play my game, and just go out there and do what I do every night.